Then if I could ask you to go to page 55, the sentence after Annexure SLG 28, if you can continue from there, please.
The description of informer is incorporated in the document. I have also written a document in 2004 titled Guidelines on Organized Crime Project Investigation, which was necessitated by the suspension of CTA OCTA process by National Crime Combating Forum Instruction 29 of 2002, which was done on the 5th of July 2002. That was intended to be for a year, but was never reviewed. The instruction is attached as per Annexure SGL 29. The difficulties identified in dealing with organized crime were attended to, which resulted in the establishment of organized crime units in the National Prosecuting Authority to prosecute cases emanating from organized crime units of the SAPS. Copies of the correspondence of 2004 and 2006 are attached as per Annexure SGL 30. The current project committee and organized crime secretariat must be effectively implemented by crime intelligence by way of analysis and identification of syndicates.
Then 74.
The identification of syndicates is dependent on the effectiveness of crime intelligence. The focus of crime intelligence seems to leave much more to be desired. While there were 481 organized criminal groups with 2,178 primary suspects identified in 1995, in the first quarter of 1999, the figure was 793 organized criminal groups with 11,658 individuals. The figure had dwindled to 72 organized crime projects, 29 which are handled by the DPCI and 43 by the Detective Service. That is organized criminal groupings, 72 organized criminal groupings. As on the 27th of May 2025, I doubt that the project under investigation is amongst these 72 projects.
On all these figures, you're talking about those that were identified, which means there could have been more than those identified.
Yes, Commissioner, that is correct. If we were able to identify that number in 1995, we can't say that organized criminal groups are no longer in existence. Now that we only have got 72, it means there is a failure elsewhere.
All right, thank you.
And when you refer to, I doubt that the project under investigation is amongst these 72 projects, which project are you referring to?
I'm referring to the project that the political killing task team and organized crime in Gauteng were handling of the killing of a person in the file rent, Mr. Swart of QTech.
Okay, that's the project that you're referring to. The killing of Mr. Swart.
That's correct,
Okay.
Commissioners.
Then if we can go to 76, paragraph 76.
When I left the DPCI, there were still high-profile cases that were under investigation. This included cases against ministers, directors generals, lieutenant generals, a judge, police officers, soldiers, political leaders, organized criminal groups. There is absolutely no level that we have not reached. I understood that the DPCI is a leading entity in the Republic in fighting serious organized crime, serious corruption, and serious commercial crime. I do not believe that the insinuation by Captain Maxwell Wanda to the effect that he is from the topest, which relates to the political task team, is correct.
Okay, then if we can go to the next topic, which is at page 59, imposters of members of the DPCI. Paragraph 81.
Criminals often masquerade as
You want to
officials.
read the heading? Please read the
I said
heading also.
imposters of members of the DPCI.
Criminals often masquerade as officials to deceive unsuspecting potential victims. In criminal justice system, they will pretend to be either police officials, members of special investigation unit, traffic officials, or national prosecuting authority officials. When allegations are made against any person, these individuals will approach that person of interest and pretend to be from law enforcement agencies that can assist in making the case go away. Some victims have fearfully paid.
82.
As in December 2024, the DPCI was aware of more than 30 unresolved cases where people were pretending to be from the Hawks when they were not. We had in the past arrested persons who pretended to be from the Hawks, some wearing Hawks t-shirts. Some suspects called themselves Major General Kekana, Major General Mudli, Major General Masuluge, Brigadier Chavalala, Brigadier Sneyman, and Brigadier Munama. Some were inmates operating inside correctional services facilities. The following are 20 examples that appeared in the print media.
You then deal with those examples, and the examples that you want to highlight can be found on page 64. We can start with paragraph 84.
It is worth mentioning that several persons were using my photographs to defraud members of the public. One such person, Tabo Enoch Teledzani, who was using cell phone number 060173.
You don't have to read it, it's fine.
Was arrested under a case that was registered in November 2024 under Harsfontein case 13 of 11/2024. There were complaints received from Limpopo, Northwest, Western Cape, Gauteng, and Free State about people pretending to be me. A reasonable national head who is aware of the existence of imposters will not sit back and do nothing when information suggests that some people are pretending to be from the DPCI, and more so, misrepresenting themselves as having been sent by the same national head.
And then 84, you don't need to read the cell phone numbers into the record.
Over and above this number, some of the individuals who pretended to be me reflected their cell phone contact numbers, which I have listed with my picture, that have been downloaded from internet. On one incident, the imposter created and labeled a warrant of arrest against the Deputy President of the country, Sipokosa Paul Mashatile, on the 11th of November 2024. This document bears my real signature from the mandate of the DPCI document, which had been altered by way of a computer and new information inserted. A lesson that not all documents that look real are real. The photograph below depicts the nature of the fake warrant of arrest.
And then at paragraph 86, you refer to photographs with your picture with false numbers, and you give us an example of that on page 66. And then if we can go to paragraph 88.
I learned on 7th November 2025 during the testimony by Ekurhuleni Metropolitan Police Department EMPD Chief Jabulani Isaac Mabiyeye that EMPD were caught pretending to be members of the Hawks under case number 797 of 3/2023. His colleague, a former member of the EMPD Commissioner Revos Peace, also highlighted the challenge of impersonators, including Blue Light Gang.
Then the next topic, invitation to witnesses A and B for a response to the said scenario. I'm not going to deal with this. Effectively, what you've done is you've set out what you refer to as a 10-mark crisis management question, which you invite them to respond to regarding the events of 6 December 2024 and the opinions that they formed that the Hawks were in fact trying to interfere with the takedown operation at Mr. Molefe's residence, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. So if we can then go to the next topic, you can deal with this later insofar as when you answer your questions about some of the criteria or the requirements or factors that you took into consideration when you made your decision. But I don't think it's something that we need to deal with in this as part of your evidence where you invite witness A and B to respond to an examination question by you. Is that fair?
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you. Can we then go to page 69, which is duration of relationship with Mr. Malcolm X? And you can start at paragraph 91.
The ability to solve crime is based on the support one receives from various role players. Part of these role players are members of the public who are not prepared to be spectators, but to act. I have been able to solve many cases using this methodology. When National Instruction 2 of 2001, that deals with certain types of people who are not spectators in fighting crime, came into operation, I was familiar with the system. It is the same methodology that is used by witness A and B. These witnesses have indicated that they have acquired information from a person whose detail is saved in their phone and obtained information from an inmate. At times, this methodology could go to the extent of applying the provision of Section 205 and 252A of the Criminal Procedure Act 51 of 1977. You always open your eyes and apply this method with caution. It is for that reason that the cautionary rule will apply in dealing with their evidence.
At 92, you speak about your first meeting with Mr. Malcolm X.
On 18th of April 2023, Malcolm X came to my office for a reason that belonged in camera. It was my first time to meet him on his request. In the process, he also asked to take a photo, which I agreed, as most people like to take a picture with me. As I was not an undercover police official, allowing a member of the public to take pictures with me is not prohibited. There is nothing wrong with that. While several people have been taking pictures with me, I only know of one who used the picture to claim that I gave him authority to investigate cases on behalf of the Hawks. He only stopped when we enlisted the services of a senior counsel who drafted a letter that our attorney served on him to cease and desist.
Just for clarity, the person that you say, I only know of one who used the picture to claim that I gave him authority to investigate cases. Is it also Malcolm X, or are you referring to a different person?
It is a different person who also came to the office, and did the same of taking a photo and thereafter pretended to other individuals that I have tasked him to investigate cases on behalf of the Hawks.
Thank you. 93.
The fact that an individual is known by a police official does not protect that person from any law enforcement agency in case such person violates the law. We have in the past arrested individuals who had provided us potential information, and when caught en route to committing a crime, they would insinuate that the police knew about the operation. We are always alive to the possibility of double briefing, debriefing. A user of this methodology must always be on the alert.
Page 71, paragraph 94.
On the 23rd of October 2023, Malcolm X was arrested by the Serious Corruption Investigation of Head Office DPCI, together with Warrant Officer Desmond Campbell, Kekana 52 of Crime Intelligence, Warrant Officer James...
Don't have to read their ages, it's fine.
Warrant Officer James Sekaulelo of K9 Doc Unit, and Sergeant Raymond Mpua Mogaile of K9 Doc Unit. The component that effected arrest is based at head office of the DPCI, and I was the national head of the DPCI at the time. In whatever capacity he may have known me, it does not prevent members from doing their work, as we have all taken an oath of office in terms of Section 17E, subsection 10 of the South African Police Service Act.
95.
On 6th of December 2024, Malcolm X, who is a member of the public, phoned me to alert me that there are people who claims to be from the Hawks and to have been sent by me to an address in Sandton. I knew that I had not sent any member there. I took it that in case there were people who claimed to have been sent by me, they would be imposters. Knowing the scenario painted about impersonators, I had to ensure that action is taken to verify the information and, in case of impersonators, effect an arrest. In case of legitimate members, confirm as such and allow them to continue. A reasonable senior manager in my shoes would have reacted the same way. Indeed, the team verified that the people were police officials, but not Hawks, and they allowed the team to proceed without disturbances, as confirmed by Lieutenant-General Mkwanazi.
When you say as confirmed by General Mkwanazi, you're referring to what he said in the 6th July press briefing?
That is correct. That is correct, Commissioners.
Okay, but we will get to the evidence that was presented about alleged interference or disturbances by the people that were on the scene on the day, because General Mkwanazi wasn't on the scene.
Correct, Commissioners.
Thank you. Then, in fairness to you, General, the next paragraph is quite a lengthy one, and it refers to an article that was published by Bernadette Wicks in the News 24 regarding the takedown operation at Mr. Molefe's offices. I just wanted to understand from you, what is it that you want to extract from that article? It seems that you want to highlight something from there.
Thank you, Commissioners. All what I needed to highlight in this paragraph is to indicate that as on the 6th of March 2025, it was already known why the members of the Hawks were sent there. So at the time in July, when the statements are made, I thought that this shall have clarified the position why members of the Hawks went to Sandton.
Because of the fear that they were impersonating the Hawks.
That's correct.
Okay, thank you. And then at paragraph 97 on page 73.
Malcolm X is not my friend. I also needed to be adding that he is also not my enemy.
Okay, thank you. Then media briefing, the next topic, media briefing of the 6th July 2025 and facts on allegations. At 98, you quote from, I think, the briefing, and this relates to the 6th December takedown operation. And I think this, what you want to highlight here, we won't read the whole thing, is that General Nkwanazi in that briefing and on page 74 said, fortunately, when they arrived there, the members realized that it is indeed the police operations, so they allowed the members to carry out their operation without disturbance. That's what you wanted to highlight from that.
That is correct, Commissioners.
Thank you. Then at 99.
It is probable that Lieutenant-General Nkwanazi had known about the involvement of serious organized crime in November 2024 when he approved the request by Lieutenant-General Dumisani Khumalo to send the members from KwaZulu-Natal to Gauteng because of organized crime, which resulted in the killing of Mr. Swart of QTech. Having become so aware, it should have triggered the application of Section 16, subsection 4, paragraph B of the South African Police Service Act 68 of 1995, as indicated in paragraph 14 supra. In that, if that is the case, had he complied with this provision, I would have known about the operation and will not have sent members from the DPCI.
This is, of course, assuming that he wanted you to know about the operation.
Just repeat that, Commissioner.
This is assuming that General Khumalo wanted anyone, any other agency to know about the operation within SAPS.
Yes. Yes, Commissioner.
16, as I understand it, your reliance on Section 16(4)(b) is on the basis that the person, so the entity, in this case PKTT or General Khumalo, would have wanted you to know about the operation.
The obligation is put on the provincial commissioner. So they shall have discussed with General Khumalo. Let's inform the national head if needed.
If needed, yes.
Yeah, and if I had known, I would not have sent members of the DPCI.
And when you say so it would have been General Khumalo, Dumisani Khumalo, and it would have been the PC of Gauteng. That's what you're saying?
If the PC of Gauteng had known, I would have expected the PC of Gauteng to inform me.
Yes.
If the PC of KwaZulu-Natal has known, I would have expected the PC of Gauteng to inform me.
You said if the PC of KwaZulu-Natal knew, you would have expected him to tell you as well about an operation in Gauteng.
Normally it is the provincial commissioner who have got jurisdiction. But because this one is happening in a different province where the provincial commissioner is operating from, I still expect a provincial commissioner to inform me. But the law is not crafted in such a way that it say if the matter is happening in another province. Because then in terms of projects, when it crosses the borders, it becomes a different level 3, 4. Then that is when it must be elevated to the DPCI.
Sorry, go ahead. Does this not apply where DPCI's resources are required? So in other words, if they require DPCI's resources and expertise, then they inform you. Is that not how it works?
That is correct. When it is organized crime on level 3, they should inform the national head.
But my reading of it is they should inform you where they require your expertise and your resources. So if it was, for example, say it was an ordinary drug bust by SAPS, why would they have to inform you about it?
Yeah, no, if it is an ordinary drug, if it is an ordinary crime, they will not.
It's the same with an arrest. If it's an ordinary arrest for murder, why would they have to inform DPCI? Unless they require, as 16.2 says, your expertise and your resources, then they would have to notify you.
Yes, if it is, I agree. If it is not an organized crime matter, it is an ordinary crime, they don't have to inform me. So I'm trying to indicate that if it is an organized crime project, if it relates to organized crime activities, that is where one expects to be informed.
Yes, because I had understood one of the witnesses earlier to say Schedule 3 offenses fall within the mandate of DPCI. So if it's a Schedule 3, they can't, as SAPS, ignore you and just,
Yeah, I did not follow that witness. Level 3.
I understand that part, even if you did not follow, because you've just said so yourself. If it is organized crime activities, then naturally DPCI would be involved. And if they require your resources and expertise, they would inform you because they would need your assistance in that regard.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Yes.
Thank you.
General, I just wanted to check the facts of the operation. The killing of Mr. Swart is something that happens in Gauteng. When you say you would have expected General Mkhwanazi to inform you, on what basis is that?
Commissioner, the killing of Mr. Swart, I'm not supposed to be informed about that. It doesn't result in the mandate of the DPCI. It only comes when we are classifying this as organized crime, not the murder, Commissioner.
The question still, because you, as I've understood your statement and your testimony, you say if things were done properly and there was proper coordination, you would have expected General Mkhwanazi to alert you that there is this operation. And the question really is, why him? I understood from your statement, and please correct me if I'm wrong, that that expectation came from the fact that he authorized members of PKTT to come and assist the GCI ops. I understood that to be your basis, that he should have informed you. Am I correct in that understanding, or is there a different basis?
Yes, because then it is being classified as an organized crime, not only the murder of Mr. Swart. So if it is classified as an organized crime, I expected that at least one should be informed.
Commissioner Baloy's point is that then it would be the provincial commissioner in Gauteng who should inform you, not a provincial commissioner in KZN, because this is not a KZN case.
Yes, so I will accept that and say that whoever provincial commissioner is aware of that, the national head need to be informed. So I agree that it could be the provincial commissioner of Gauteng. I'm not sure if he was aware himself.
But why did you bring the KZN commissioner into the picture?
It is because of the sending of the members from KZN. I thought that it means that they are aware of particular organized crime projects that need to be handled in Gauteng. So it is the point where I can see the knowledge of organized crime.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Paragraph 100.
Lieutenant General Mokhanazi seems to have relied on the opinion of witness A and witness B. I have noted that he has not repeated this allegation in his statement or oral testimony in both the commission or the ad hoc committee in Parliament. I take that he has effectively withdrawn the allegations of interruption. The allegations are now left with witness A and witness B. The duo are not qualified to express an opinion at all. Captain Maxwell Wanda may express an opinion on forensic field, but not on the purpose of sending the team to a possible scene of crime. He reportedly told the Captain Nokia from Johannesburg, a serious organized crime, that they were SAP's toppest, a self-proclaimed distinction.
And why do you say witnesses A and B are not qualified to say that the DPCI members went there to interfere with the operation?
Yeah, my view is that they are expressing an opinion. The facts, the knowledge of why the members of the Hawks are sent there are known by me. What they are expressing is their view, opinion, which I thought that they should not be expressing that opinion.
If you are saying that on the basis that in a court of law, for example, opinion evidence is not admissible except for opinions made or proffered by experts, that does not apply here.
Yeah, I'm aware that there are certain exceptions where they can express certain opinion on certain things, but in this regard, I felt that they should not express an opinion on this one.
Right.
I am the one who is the custodian of the Information Commissioner.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, General. 101.
Throughout my professional interactions, I have never experienced any difficulties or issues in my relationship with Lieutenant General Mokhanazi. Our communication has always been straightforward and without conflict, allowing for effective collaboration and mutual understanding in all matters pertaining to our official duties. During the KwaZulu-Natal Hawks Annual Excellent Awards ceremony, I commended him for saying a spade when he refers to a spade.
And then at paragraph 102, you set out certain interactions you've had with General Mokhanazi starting in March 2024 and then going up to June 2025 to illustrate that you had a cordial, collegial relationship with him. Correct?
That's correct, Commissioner.
We won't go through all of them. There is one that I do want to refer to. It is the one on the 26th of January 2025. If you could read that one, please. At paragraph 102.2.
On 26 January 2025, I sent a request as follows. Good morning, General. I hope that you are well. I would like to have a 5 to 10 minutes talk with you relating to some intervention that may be sought from yourself. Thank you, General. We met as we were all in Durban for Police Day activities, and I provided him with assistance sought from him in connection with the Newcastle case number 408 of 1/2025, where it was alleged that a captain enlisted the services of a hitman to kill a sergeant investigating a case which I also brought to the attention of Lieutenant General Lebeya. I must add that I received the information about the challenge in this case from the Minister of Police on 21st of January 2025 and arranged to meet the team in KZN as they were not comfortable with meeting my DPCI team in KZN and to hear the concerns.
And the Minister of Police we're referring to there is Minister Mkunu?
That is correct, Commissioners.
And you had met with him on the 21st of January 2025, or was it a telephone discussion?
It could be the telephone. I'm not very much sure about the physical meeting because the 20th and the 21st, there shall have been also a physical meeting, which I think that Advocate Andrea Johnson may have testified about. I think it's the 20th. Some I find that possibly on the SMS regarding the provision of the information.
And the minister had raised challenges regarding the investigation with you. What was his concern?
Members from KZN shall have approached him regarding assistance in the investigation that they were doing. They needed assistance. And those included taxi-related killings and the like, which I felt that this belonged in the detective service. General Sevilla could be in a better position to deal with that, while there was a view that the Hawks should deal with that. So I was just trying to deal with that so that it doesn't belong in the DPCI, but let me try to understand the concerns of the members. Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you.